Hello everyone, and thank you for purchasing Abrazo Home. My name is Chris, and today we're going to talk about descaling a tankless water heater. If you want to follow me to the garage where your tankless water heater is kept, we'll go over everything. Hey everyone, so before we get started, I wanted to go over a list of items that you're going to need to flush out your water heater. The first item you're going to need is a bucket. It shall hold between 3 and 5 gallons. The next item you're going to need is vinegar. You're going to need 2 gallons of this. You're also going to need a cold and hot water line and a submersible pump. These are typically sold in kits at your local hardware store. So this particular unit behind me is a Navian NPE 240A. The first thing you're going to want to do is turn the power off. Once that's off, we'll need to fill the bucket with vinegar. Okay, now that the bucket's full, we're going to shut off the valves to the water heater. There's one located on each side, both the in and the out, which is the cold and the hot. First we'll shut off the in, and then we'll shut off the out. That stops the water from flowing up into the water heater and back out into the house. The next step we're going to want to do is open up these flush valves. With these valves open, we can now attach both the cold and the hot to the water heater. With both of these hoses attached now, what we've done is created a loop inside of the water heater. We've isolated the water heater just to inside of the unit itself, so water is going to flow up into the water heater, through the coils, and back out the hot side. Once it comes out the hot side, it's going to exit back out into the bucket. So the next step we want to take is to submerge the pump into the bucket. Submerge the hot line into the bucket. And then open up both valves on the water heater. So if you've done this correctly, you're going to hear a little bit of the water from the unit itself exiting into the bucket. Once that sound stops, we're going to plug the pump in and turn the unit on. So the last thing we're going to want to do is plug the unit in and let it descale. Once the pump's been plugged in, you're going to want to let it run for about 30 minutes to fully descale itself. You can check the bucket to make sure that it's descaling by lifting up the hot side and making sure the water is pouring out. And again, you're going to want to let this run for about 30 minutes. Okay, now that the pump's run for 30 minutes, you're just going to unplug everything and put it back the way it was. Close the valves so the water doesn't run out. Unplug the hot and the cold. You will get a little bit of water runoff when you do. Close the caps. And then put the unit back in service by opening the valves. Turn the unit back on. Once you've done all this, you can go to your bathroom and turn on the hot water and let it run for about 5 minutes to let the system flush itself. Okay, so now that we're done descaling your water heater, just remember to do this at least once a year to help maintain your warranty and keep your water heater running properly.